There you can see the Treasury CS is making his way. And there we have Professor Njuguna Ndung'u, the Treasury Cabinet Secretary, standing there with the Principal Secretary, that is Dr. Chris Kipto. I should mention Dr. Chris Kipto will be joining us this evening for a one-on-one interview with myself. We shall be bringing you that after our primetime bulletin tonight. And you can see the entire establishment standing there. We can see Dr. Kamau Thuge, the incoming governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, who received the Parliament's green light sometime early last week. And you can also see the acting Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, that is Rispa Simiyu. And I don't think I've ever seen this caption being taken with a lady in the picture. What a refreshing sight to have there, where we have the acting Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, Rispa Simiyu, standing right there. And there you have it. We have the ceremonial briefcase there. Shortly, he'll be making his way to the National Assembly. And there he will be received with the two chairmen of the Budget and Appropriations Committee and the Finance and Planning Committee. And thereafter, he shall be ushered into the chamber to begin his speech. A 3.6 trillion shillings budget, that is the first coming under the Kenya Kwanza government, with a financing requirement of about 720 billion shillings, of which 522 billion shillings is to be sourced from the domestic market. The remaining amount is to be sourced from the external market. Lately, Kenya has received, I should say, bucket loads of concessional financing from the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. The World Bank just last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, did approve the Development Policy Operation, popularly known as DPO, which is a soft loan, so to speak, towards budget support. And when they talk about budget support, it's basically indicating that it will be running more towards the recurrent side of the books. And there you have it. Dr. Kamau Thuge, Dr. Patrick Njoroge, Dr. Chris Kipto, Professor Njuguna Ndung'u, and also we have the Acting Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, that is Rispa Simiyu. That there, you see both the monetary side of the economy, the fiscal side of the economy, and of course, we have the agent who is tasked with mobilizing tax revenue, that is the Kenya Revenue Authority. In the next financial year, the government is targeting to mobilize about 2.8 trillion shillings worth of revenue, a staggering amount of which 2.5 trillion shillings is actually attributable to ordinary revenue, and the remaining is mobilized still by the state. So there we have now the Treasury top moneymen, they have been called and taking their final photos before he gets into his motorcade and makes his way to the National Assembly. A couple of financial years back, we had then Treasury CS Uhuru Kenyatta indicating that he would walk from the National Treasury all the way to the National Assembly. That was just walking you down the memory lane to some of the scenes we have seen in this exercise not too far back. So now we have the Treasury CS and his Principal Secretary taking their final photos, after which they make their way to the National Assembly. This comes at a time when the supplementary budget 2 for the current financial year has just been tabled. That took place on the afternoon of yesterday. The chairman of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, that is Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, did that. And this morning we have seen the books for the supplementary budget 2 uploaded. And the indication is that the national government spending is being slashed by 31 billion shillings, of which I should indicate recurrent spending is actually going up by 38 billion shillings, but development spending is coming down by 7 billion shillings. And that is how we are arriving at 31 billion shillings. And shortly we'll have Treasury CS getting into his vehicle to make his way to the National Assembly. There you can see the members of the Fourth Estate trying to get a final best shot of this. Let's see how he makes his way there, and we get to the National Assembly so that we just cross